I know with your dad, didn't exactly support your comedy career at first. In fact, he later noticed, though, how you kind of made it look easy. But I would imagine that took a long time to persuade him.
And I think it was right for him not be supportive, because it didn't seem like a real career, especially for an Asian person. And for him growing up in the old country, that wasn't a career for him. But he's always the funny guy in the family. So I think if the opportunity would have presented himself, he might have tried being a comic as well. So I get it. I'm like, in hindsight, 0% like mad at him for not understanding it.
Right, but then he came to understand it. What happened?
Well, so when I was finally like getting some success on like Silicon Valley, and then my stand-up specials and some other acting gigs, he started getting it. He was like, wow, this is possible. So I showed him that it was possible, and he was like, well, maybe I should start going to auditions. I'm like, great. Finally, I can show my dad how hard my job is. I'm going to sign him up, with my agent, and see how hard he'll bomb, because you get like 1 out of 20 auditions if you're lucky. And he started crushing it. He booked like the first 3 out of 6 things. He was like, yeah, this is easy. I'm doing great, And I think the other day he was just on set with Randall Park, and we recently did a Toyota commercial together. I put him in an episode of Space Force right across John Malkovich, and he had like no fear. He was just ready to go.
That's amazing. Now, do you ever find yourself in a situation where you're competing for similar roles?
I think early on, very, very early on, we auditioned for the same role on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where we played a scientist, and they were looking for like an older scientist, but I beat him out for the role.
How did that go over at home?
I was like, man, he's going to hate me or whatever. But at the end of the day, he's my dad. He was like, you know what? You that role was right for you. I couldn't have done it, better. So good.